Too many times we sugarcoat things and we put things out here that say, hey, you know what, you're doing a little bit better. You're doing a little bit better. These are the wins that you've had. When in reality, you have to understand the person and what drives them to push them into that level, right? What's up, everybody? This is another Average Mindset Monday. Listen, I'm just talking to you today about making people feel safe, right? And so, like, I really dove down into this topic the other day because I wanted people to understand that great leaders make people feel safe in what they do, right? And the reason being behind it is, and I'm gonna just tell y'all a couple things about it, right? The first part is people feel informed, and then the second part is people feel empowered to do their job, right? And so as I delved down into this with a few people and whatnot, and they were saying, man, I need to get better at my job, right? Like I'm on a cusp of not retaining my position, or they're reviewing me for certain actions and all this other stuff. But in reality, it's the purpose for not producing what they should produce is because they don't feel safe. They don't feel informed, and then they don't feel empowered in their job. So these people go day to day and they say, well, I think I'm figuring it out. I think that I'm doing particular things. I think I'm going the right direction. But in reality, they don't. Right. So let me talk to you as the leader for this person, how you handle that situation. And it's to be upfront. Right. So that's the first step in all of this, is to be upfront with folks, be transparent with them as far as what's going on, allow them to understand what is happening in certain aspects. Right. And so when I really boil it down to people, it's like, hey, I can only teach you and build your toolbox up and get you to the right direction on what you should be doing. After that, that comes the empowerment part, right? I said information and empowerment. I gotta go let you do what you do after that. Right. But here's the thing. We put ourselves into this space of being nice all the time because we want to avoid confrontational situations. We don't want to be upfront. We don't want to be real with people. Like we don't want to shake the boat. We don't want to do any of that stuff. We have to put people in a position, even in their understanding, that they understand what outcome is going to happen for them. Right? I'm building a toolbox for you. I'm building a skill set for you. But if you're not performing, I need to let you know that you're not performing. Too many times we sugarcoat things and we put things out here that say, hey, you know what, you're doing a little bit better. You're doing a little bit better. These are the wins that you've had. When in reality, you have to understand the person and what drives them to push them into that level, right? There are some people out here that you're going to have to say, hey, you know what, you are doing a little bit better. You got to point that out to them. But then there's the me's of the world, for example, that you just say, hey, this is what you need, go get it. Everybody's not built like that. Most people aren't built like that. And that's okay. But guess what we have to do? We have to teach people how to do better in their role, teach people how to do better in their job, right? Like we have to coach smarter, not harder. Because what ends up happening is we say, hey, I need you to do this. I need you to go get this number. I need you to go get this result. And when it comes back and they don't get it, we say, well, what happened? Why didn't we get it? And then we start a vicious cycle of, hey, you should go get this number. And then they come back and say, well, what happened? You didn't get it. And when reality, the person doesn't feel safe in their job, meaning I don't know how to get the result that you need because no one's ever told me how to do it. So do me a favor. That's your Average Mindset Monday for today. I want you to think about, do you create safe spaces for people to be able to do their job? Are you leading people down the right path to understand that they have the information and then they are empowered to do their job? Because otherwise, we need to stop this culture of telling people what to do and expecting people to just do it.